everybody. Welcome one more time right here today. We have another cool interview. We have a nice, cool trainer. Not just a trainer, a master. Not just a master, but a
Grand Master.
Grand Master, yo. So, very excited. I'm actually been waiting for this for a while, for weeks. We talk about this for weeks.
Yes, sir.
And it finally happened. So today's the day. We're gonna hear all about it. We don't have much time. Time doesn't matter. We need another day. We can do it 2, 3, 4, 5 times. It's okay. But today we're gonna start from the beginning. How do you start being a coach, a master, a trainer? Tell us.
Okay, so at about 11, I saw my first Kung Fu Judo stuff on TV in black and white.
Yeah, black and white.
They had no color
Right.
TV. And so I started chopping around and kicking around, just imitating what I see.
Yeah.
Then around.
Now, wasn't that Bruce Lee yet?
Bruce Lee came out maybe a year later or two later from when I originally started. I started off with Chop Suey movies.
Okay. All right.
Yep. So once he came out, of course, that put everything on a whole nother level. Okay. Then he kind of disappeared for a while. Then David Kane and the Kung Fu, became our only substitute. I thought that was pretty watered down, but hey, it was something.
Okay.
Then right after that, 5 Fingers of Death.
Okay.
Yeah, Jaji Hall. That influenced probably a lot of black folks to stay in the Kung Fu. We had an actual Kung Fu theater in Milwaukee.
Oh, Milwaukee.
Yeah, all they showed was Kung Fu.
Born and raised in Milwaukee?
Yeah, Wisconsin, yeah. And that's all we showed there was Kung Fu movies, And we filled it up. We'd be chopping at each other after the movie, sometimes during the movie.
Yeah. I remember those days. I didn't do that because I began with wrestling, like luchador with the santo with the mask, flying all over the
With
ring and all
Triple A
that.
probably.
That's how got my attention. I'm like, okay, wow, this is cool. But yeah, I remember that doing the movie, start the movie a little bit, start like playing with your body. So that was fun. That's how you stereo.
The wrestlers back then wasn't WWE. What's that? WWE today?
Yeah, it was WWF.
WWF. Yeah, we had Crusher.
Yeah.
And the big black guy and Dick the Bruiser and all those guys and Mad Dog Michon. Oh man. And I used to go to the wrestling thing. And I kept saying, is that real? Is that blood real? Is that ketchup? Oh, everybody's telling me, that's real. That man, they do that for real.
Ketchup.
I'm like, okay. So one event, I walked up to the front right after Crusher got really opened up.
Wow.
And I'm like, where the scars at? I see the ketchup, but where the scars at?
Wow.
But I ain't sure yet, because I'm a kid.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it either way it goes. So he goes back in the dressing room, and they come out for the finale, which is all of them against each other. Now, I'm really looking for scars, and I'm not finding no scars anywhere on nobody's forehead, but you just got your forehead busted open. So that was an experience for me, too, to finally find out that, it's not real, but hey, it's entertainment. I've always thought about trying to do a martial arts thing like that.
Okay.
Top grade WWE or martial arts where it looks really real, but it's prepared. It wouldn't be any different than our demonstration. Just a little rougher.
Yeah, totally.
So maybe someday I'll do that. And the other thing that's on my mind is doing a martial arts play. Yeah. So once I get enough students someday that are really good, I will form a demonstration team.
Okay.
Take it around.
Okay.
And after they get polished, form a play. See if we can get it on the script. So those are my dreams.
That sounds interesting. That sounds good. Like how long it would take you to play? Like maybe how many minutes?
This would be an actual play, a few hours.
Like a show.
Themes, props, in and out, different sceneries, different fight scenes, actual love scenes, actual build-ups and everything. It'd be a real production.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Amen for that. Yeah, you can look for that because Vegas has everything for that.
Yeah, it does.
We got
this is the place.
Absolutely.
Just gotta find the right people and train them and work hard until it comes together, and then you present it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's up in the future.
That's great. That's great. What's your question, bro?
Well, my first question is, Grand Master, what inspired you to create your Decoi-Te, and how does it differ from traditional martial arts?
For one thing,
Decoi-Te.
Bruce Lee, he had Jeet Kune Do.
Mm-hmm.
His philosophy was learn and then peel away.
Yeah, the scar, whatever you're.
Yeah. Well, I never really. I guess I tried studying Jeet Kune Do as far as the books and the movies, but I never actually went to a club for it because I felt they kind of strayed away from what he was doing.
Yeah.
And what he meant for it, where to go. But the two things that formed Decoi-Te, his Jeet Kune Do. But my belief is learn everything you can so you're familiar with every circumstance.
That's
Keep it. So you always got something that's coming up, a solution that's coming up, like a supercomputer. But in the fight, I believe in, just reacting. Not thinking about like when you first learn Taekwondo or something, you got these combinations, and that's beautiful for learning. But then all of a sudden, a couple combinations don't work in you, and you're like, oh shoot, now what do I do?
adjustment.
Yeah, and somebody's kicking you upside the head while you're thinking.
Right.
So I said, oh, I gotta form a system where you just react.
Yeah.
You flow and you react. That's what Decoi-Te is, flow and react. And then I said, also, I want to create a way to think while you're fighting. So you never ever stop fighting in case you need to think. So I've done that as well. Now, my second thing was I need to create something that not big, strong people, not young, healthy people can defend themselves against. What about a frail, older gentleman?
Sure.
What about a frail, older woman, young or old?
Sure.
I need to form this to where the weakest people have a chance against the strongest people.
Sure, that's good. That's important.
That even when I was still a super kicker, breaking boards, all that kind of stuff, I started training early for old age. So I would have the mindset for training older people to defend against people like myself when I was younger.
Yeah.
So that was basically Decoi-Te. Started in 1984. I've just always been a thinker. I'm just one of those people that if you give me something, I want to see how many ways I can do it. I'm going to dissect it. I'll see how many ways I can use it, how many ways I can come up with. My belief is, in a fight, Murphy's Law. They say if something can go wrong, it's going to go wrong. I say everything's going to go wrong.
Yeah.
So you learn the perfect punch, you learn the perfect block. It ain't going to happen like that in a fight unless you're that superior over that person. If it's two people either equally fit and skilled, or that one is more skilled than you, you've got to learn how to fight both the way you've been taught that's proper in your school, but you should also know how to fight when things go wrong. Maybe you swing the wrong way, maybe you block the wrong way, maybe you stand the wrong way, put yourself in the wrong position. You need to be able to know how to compensate for natural nature of man and woman.
Yes, sir.
I can do some wonderful things and try to teach them to you, and maybe your personality just don't fit it. Maybe your coordination, your body type doesn't fit it, and you'll never ever do it. Or maybe you just won't do it effectively enough to use out in the streets. Or you won't even do it effectively enough to win a competition. So I thought about, well, why do people stick so hard to it has to be like this here? It has to come out. It has to go here. And it has to go like this here.
Sure.
Why can't it be varied for the persons who you're teaching and their handicaps? Mm-hmm. Yes.
We are different.
Yeah.
Some we're shorter, some of us we're stronger, some we have we more flexible than other ones. So yeah, we are different. Everybody's different.
I don't believe you can teach every student exactly the same. You can teach them the same stuff and the same methods and the same basics. But if you're really interested in that student's welfare, somewhere you're going to have to alter something for his or her disposition.
True.
Yeah.
Details.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, another question would be, what is the core philosophy of the Decoi-Te? And you touched up a little bit on that, and let me see. And how can it help the student, like outside, like in their real life? No.
I think the biggest thing that I treasure about Decoi-Te is focus and concentration, and that's when I'm at my best. That's when I'm probably slightly unbeatable or untouchable. Under normal circumstances, I'm just another person throwing kicks back and forth.
True.
But when I center myself, like in yoga, self-hypnosis, so to speak, and I get that focus and concentration, I'm a whole different person. So I transfer that, and I think that people, adults, kids in school, college, or whatever, could use that to center themselves on their studies. Center that on your business ventures, to stay focused, to stay determined, take a licking and keep on kicking. Yeah.
And nutrition will help with that, right?
Oh, nutrition, yes. Don't ask me about nutrition. I eat very badly.
Because
But I know you should. I know nutrition is everything. You are what you eat.
see, because
Seriously.
you talk about focus, you talk to be alert when we doing that. But then when the kids come over here, right, and we're in Vegas, we're in the desert, and it's like hot, and so the kids are like, I'm like, oh my god, I'm like tired. They don't want to focus, and I always blame it on like, see, what do you eat? What do you have for breakfast? What do you drink? So I always blame it on the sugar, for instance. But rather than nutrition, how you can help the new kids, the new generation,
Well,
to like focus.
nutrition. First of all, nutrition is everything. You are what you eat. If you got a bad habit, work on trying to change it. It's gonna be hard. I'm not addicted to dope or alcohol, but I am addicted to salt and sugar, badly. But not as bad as I used to be.
Put me Hershey with almonds. Oh, I made them all. Like the kids on Halloween, they got all this candy, and then I just started looking at the Hershey's.
All the chocolates.
This way, Hershey this way. Oh man, yeah,
Now,
we had that.
When you're young, you don't notice that these things are bogging you down, and that they're probably kind of giving you energy, making you too hyper and everything else. But as you get older, you will find out that salt and sugar are working together against you.
Yeah.
So eat it in moderation. One good thing to do is to drink warm water. I forgot the exact amount it's supposed to be at the moment, but you're supposed to drink like, let's say, is it a pitcher?
Yeah, like a fish, or how many, like
Warm water when you first get up between 7 and 8. Then you do it again at the afternoon. Then you do it around 3-ish.
yeah, it's
I love cold water, ice water. The scientists even say that that's a big shock to the body. I never knew that at first.
I didn't know either.
So the Buddhist people, Zen people like that, their practices are to drink that warm water 3 or 4 times a day especially to get you started.
Yeah.
And then you have a nice balanced breakfast.
Yes, sir.
The one thing that I hate happened. I love that what happened back in the 60s, 70-ish program when was it Lyndon B. Johnson that put it might not be. I'm no historian that put gym into the schools because Americans were so out of shape.
Wow, might it be?
And yeah, we used to have gym in all the schools. Then also one of our presidents, we won't go into who, one of our presidents decided schools don't need gym.
Wow.
So now we have all these big fat kids and adults and everybody else, and I saw a young man yesterday. I felt kind of bad for him because he walked the way I feel. and I'm like, man, that's bad when you're young and you're walking the way I walk. I'm like, I'm trying not to walk that way.
Yeah.
I'm trying to fake it, try to make it. I'm trying to walk upright like a giraffe.
I know, but yeah, that's exactly what it happens. You are what you eat. You feel in, and you act according to everything that goes into your body. Not just what you eat, what you drink, but I guess in general, like what you bring into your mind, to your life.
Yeah. So I would tell all the young folks, get some kind of a daily exercise program in your life that you are convicted to, like brushing your teeth or whatever it is that you do without thinking. I don't care if it's regular calisthenics, if it's a martial arts class, if it's a Tai Chi class, a ballet class, a gymnastic class, if it's what's that one thing that ladies like to do?
Zumba.
Zumba, and there's another one. More current.
That's the Pilates? Pilates?
No, not even that one. It'll come to me. But yeah, just
with music too?
American people, old and young, get a exercise program that you're religious about in your life, because we're too out of shape. Right now, I was reading an article where there was like looking at the condition that the Asian armies are in, and they were saying our armies maybe weapons wise are ready, conditioning wise we're not ready to go to war. And they named a lot of, besides naming how the kind of shape our people in, they were like, even our people that are in the army are in there for like a career reason. So they're either still playing games, they're not, when they're not being forced to train, they're not doing anything to maintain, And I don't care whether it's just everyday life, and probably more so in everyday life, especially with all the stuff in the air and all the stuff in the drinks and our food. We got to help our bodies fight against those additives. So a good exercise program, a good meditation program, a good positive thinking program, the attraction thing.
The laws of attraction?
I believe in that totally.
Yeah, I believe in
The law of attraction has actually worked in my life many times. Didn't know it was called the law of attraction. Found that out years and years later, but I've been using that for a long time. It's gotten me through a lot of crap.
Helps. It helps.
I think it didn't want to help. Positive thinking, belief, faith, and conviction will make things happen in your life.
Can we be positive 24/7?
You can, but you're going to have your moments when doubt, when laziness, when even evil takes you down for a minute, and you just have to practice, just like we practice punches and kicks, and I practice guitar and keyboard. You just have to practice getting back up as quick as possible.
Back in the road. Yeah. Awesome. Well, man, this is a lot to talk, man. We can be here for hours, and but just to share a little more information, we definitely want to have your information on website, because your programs, your plans, and what you're gonna do and what you'll be doing, it's great.
Thank you.
We can share that with the new generation, with everybody else. So we definitely want to share that with everybody, and just to close a little bit.
One thing I think that we didn't probably mention that people might be interested in is what is Decoi-Te.
Please.
So Decoi-Te for me is an urban martial art for people from urban communities and Americans to relate to the Asian arts the way we view them, the way we feel and perform them.
What language is Decoi-Te?
Decoi-Te is a made-up word that I made up, like decoy, like to redirect, get your attention on something else while I accomplish certain people when you tell me to do that all the time. Get your mind on one thing while they're up to something else.
Okay,
so actual decoy. And Te is just like, way.
The way.
Te is
like karate.
Karate, like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, that would be
so I put the Te, I put the Te from the Asian terminology.
And Te is like the salt, like Te.
Yeah. And Decoi-Te consists of Yamashita Shirin-Ru, which he told me, he says, your he called it Sikindo. He said, your Sikindo, not be my Sikindo, be yours. You do you. I'm like, oh, okay. So that also helped with the Decoi-Te way of thinking. It's got Wing Chun mixed in it, ITF, WTF, Taekwondo, Taekwondo is mixed in there. Boxing, street fight is mixed in there. A lot of Eskrima clean artists is part of
You
it.
mentioned the street fights.
Yeah.
Do you share a couple
No.
that you personal street fights that you did?
Yeah, because I didn't believe that people still actually throw punches like this and wide punches like that, and they do, probably more than ever. So it's like really easy to win a street fight today. You know, you got some trained fighters. It's a little rougher, but your average street fighter is no competition whatsoever. Well, for a trained person that trains daily. Yeah, I didn't believe they still do silly things.
Right. But personally, what was the last time you got a street fight?
Or one of the stories that.
Just before I came to Vegas. So let's see.
Back in Wisconsin?
I'm going on 9.5 years here in Vegas. So let's say, I don't want to tell the story.
Yeah, because it won't. It will.
Those details are not
That's
talk about.
They're not
Yeah.
PG-13.
They're not to discuss.
Exactly. No, but we all know that the streets are dangerous, and that's why we're gonna get you ready for anything that can happen over there.
I'll give you a hint of what happened in that fight. What Muhammad always say? I float like a butterfly, I stung like a bee, and I'm still pretty, like Muhammad Ali. So you don't see any scars and cuts here. So somebody got them.
Yeah. That's right. Yes, Tom. So we cool.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
cool.
that's it.
We got information. We
We'll
can
post all your information, Master. Any number where they can contact you, or
414-795-0536. Master Campbell or Mr. Campbell, whichever one you choose to call me. If people are calling in great numbers, I'll get a business line. But right now, we'll start with my personal cell phone.
beautiful. And last but not least, so Grand. So we got the Master and the Grand Master. How that happens? When people come Grand Master.
There are some young ones these days, and I'm okay with that. Most of the time, you'd have to be 60 and above. Even if you were in the arts that long, like from a kid, and you knew all this stuff, and rank wise, you were really up there. The criteria was you had to be like, okay, right now there's certain people that will pass kids to black belt, but there are instructors that won't pass kids to black belt, or they'll pass a kid to the black belt, but he has to retest when he's 15 or 18. So that same morality came with being a grandmaster. You had to be like an older person that was seasoned with wisdom through the years and so forth. Now, originally grandmaster just means the owner or inventor of your own system. You're the head of that system because you started it or you created it. But, like I said, they did start to imply as martial arts got so popular, that grandmasters should be senior.
Okay.
For wisdom reasons.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Absolutely. Makes a lot of sense. That's amazing. Well, that was so.
And mine went through an association, the International Head of Family Martial Arts Association groups who granted me my grandmastership, and Taekwondo Union in Taekwondo gave me my master's in Korean art. So the World Martial Arts gave me my master's in Decoi-Te and Taekwondo, and that particular gentleman who started and ran that association, he's been passed for a while now. God bless, Master Henderson. So, yeah. There's people who just make themselves masters and grandmasters. Mine were given to me by associations.
That's amazing.
After they check my background and my character and how hard I've worked and how long I've been teaching and what do I know, what do I really know, and all that kind of stuff.
All that good stuff, all that fun stuff. But yeah, man, we here, we in Vegas. Anybody wants to join us? Anybody wants to swing by?
Yeah, we're down here at the
Go.
Frama Studio. What's that address?
953 is Las Vegas. 953 is Sahara.
Yeah.
Suite 833.
Yeah, come on down and train and get in shape.
That's right.
If you think you don't need it because you got a gun, you can grab your gun, then come on down and train for your mentality and the conditioning, or just to have fun. Bring your kids down, do the family thing. Don't come down just and drop the kids off. Come down and be a family and do something together. That helps strengthen the family.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Well, it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. We're definitely gonna go and do some sweat together one of these days.
The serpent calls my name in shadows where